Hello everyone, my name is Aiza A. Piang. My topic is all about the Marcos Jr.'s Philippine Development Plan and Economic Plan. What is the Philippine Development Plan PDP 2023-2028? The Philippine Development Plan is the national roadmap created by President Marcos Jr.'s administration to grow the economy, reduce poverty, and improve the lives of Filipinos from 2023-2028. So, Philippine Development Plan is also the medium-term development roadmap guiding the socio-economic development in the Philippines from 2023-2028. This plan focuses on first, creating more jobs, next, improving education and skills, next, the building infrastructure like roads, bridges, and internet access. Fourth, the attracting more investments. Next, making the government services faster and more digital. Next, helping local business grow. And the last one is protecting the environment. The main goals of Marcos Jr. Economic Plan is there are four economic plan. First, reduce poverty. What is reduce poverty? The reduce poverty is the target of this economic plan is to bring down the number of poor Filipinos from 18.1% to 9% by 2028. So that is the first economic plan of our President Marcos Jr.'s, and second is to grow the economy. So the goal of this plan is to keep the economy growing at 6.5% to 8% every year. So the third is the lower government debt. The goal of Marcos Jr.'s is to decrease debt to less than 60% of the economy by 2028. And the last one is the become an upper middle income country. So the goal is to reach this status by 2024 and eventually become a high income country by 2040. So in short, the economic plan of Marcos Jr.'s is to aim to make the Philippines richer, reduce the number of poor families, to keep debt under control, create more jobs, and modernize infrastructure and services, while also preparing the country for long-term progress. So that was that is the economic plan of Marcos Jr. That is the main goals of Marcos Jr.'s economic plan. So next is the major project under the plan. So first, there are three major projects under the plan of Marcos Jr.'s. First, the Build Better More, which is the BBM program. So the BBM program replaced the Build. And also, the BBM program focuses on 194 infrastructure projects like the roads, airports, railways, and the last one is the internet towers. And next is the digitalization. Digitalization is the government is pushing for faster internet and digital government services. And also the launch the Pilipinas Go Digital movement to help people learn digital skills, especially the poor and the job seekers. And the last one is the public-private partnerships, which is the PPP. The government encourages private companies to invest in public projects like highways and hospitals, and also makes project faster and more efficient. So there are KLOs and programs supporting the plan. First, the Maharlika investment. Uh, what is Maharlika Investment Fund? Maharlika Investment Fund is the Philippines' first sovereign wealth and sovereign investment fund, and it was established by Republic Act number 11954, signed into law by President Marcos Jr. on July 18, 2023. And it is managed by a government-created entity called the Maharlika Investment Corporation, which is the MIC. So, the main goals of this uh, plan is to catalyze the economic growth by using government financial assets more effectively, and it aims to widen fiscal space so big public infrastructure priority and project can be financed without borrowing as much. Next is the Tatak Pinoy Act, which is the Proudly Filipino. The Tatak Pinoy Act is the law passed to help local businesses grow, focuses on making Filipino products competitive in the global market, and includes help in the training workers, funding innovation, and building factories. So also, Tatak Pinoy Act, Republic Act 11981 is a Republic Act signed into a law on February 26, 2024. It's commonly called the Tatak Pinoy on or Proudly Filipino Act. So it was developed over several years involving consultation industry, the MSMEs, micro, small, medium enterprises. So the main goal of this act is to promote domestic products, services, which is the Philippine products and services of increasing diversity, sophistication, and quality. So they are globally competitive. And the next is the environment and energy goals. So, zero taxes on electric vehicles until 2028 to promote green transportation, and also exploring nuclear energy and other clean sources, support for climate resilient infrastructure to reduce damage from typhoons and floods. Next is the international partnerships. Strengthening ties with countries like USA and Japan for investment in semiconductors, green energy, and transportation. Building the Luzon Economic Corridor to improve supply chains and logistics. And also participating in international trade groups like RCEP and IPEF. Next is the programs for people. There are two. First, the Refuel Project. Refuel Project, a new food stamp program using digital e-vouchers to help poor families buy food. Next is Trabaho para sa Bayan, which is the job for the nation. 10-year jobs programs, and helps Filipinos get training, find jobs, and match with employer needs. So, the summary of my topic, which is the President Marcos Jr.'s economic plan, focuses on first, the jobs and poverty, infrastructure, innovation, digital government, investment, green economy, global trade. So first is the jobs and poverty. Jobs and poverty: reduce poverty, provide jobs, support farmers, and MSMEs, which is the micro, small, uh, I forgot the meaning. Next, the infrastructure, which is the build more roads, trains, and digital system. The next is the innovation, support Filipino businesses and industries, Tatak Pinoy. Digital government, faster, paperless, and more accessible services. Investment, attract local and foreign investors, create Maharlika Fund. The green economy, promote clean energy and sustainable development. And the last one is the global trade, strengthen partnerships with the US, Japan, and others. So that's all my topic. Thank you.